jiu-jitsu again and we were bitch. Shit, I miss road.
We're live and we now. We're live.
Right. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, let's check this out. Make sure you check. We good? Con. All right, shalom, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all our fellow laborers and to the scattered elect that be like unto the speckled bird and the apple after the listening and learning. Today, we're going to talk about one of the sword judgments. Did we find that video? And if somebody could get
What's it called?
the famine of matter of fact, the famine of the word and the famine of food. Let's get them both. Yeah, because I watched a video earlier today where Iskarite talked about the bottleneck that's being created as a result of this COVID thing. It's creating a bottleneck in the food chain supply, and as a result of it, Esau has already murdered millions of chickens. They've murdered millions of chickens. They've euthanized, and they're getting ready to euthanize a couple hundred tons of beef that's to be harvested. Now, granted, these animals were to be slaughtered for food consumption anyway, but to just put them to death just because, it's just. And then Esau writes these policies where get Isaiah 10:1 real quick, because he could open up the markets where the people could go directly to buy the food. They want to send everything through the FDA, through the Food Administration. So because you could open up these markets and people could go buy their own, could go directly.
They killed 20 million chickens, and they had the farmers destroy the milk supply. They had farmers destroy milk.
Con.
Get the amount of milk, but it's a huge amount.
It was, I think that they said it was something like more than 100,000 gallons of milk, or something to that effect. But yeah, that was the video, brother. You go ahead and let get that Isaiah first, though.
20 million chickens, and they destroyed some eggs too. And that's because they said the machinery wouldn't handle the chickens when they reach a certain age. They can give it to other farmers or other people.
What do we say?
Slaughter them and they can feed the poor.
Yeah.
What do we say?
He just repeat that.
On the way here, we were talking about this.
Because that's a righteous man.
That's a spirit. That's a spirit. I just sit there on this type. This man is diabolical. Because Esau was he's bringing this shit on, man. He wants to bring death and destruction out here, man.
Yeah.
That's all he knows.
And he's coming harder and harder against the people in this lockdown because he wants the people to get agitated and uprise. He wants it to come to us like over in Haiti right now. They're actually the police are fighting against the government, man. You have the police officers that were storming different civil buildings, man, where higher ups in that government are. So, and that same chaos is going to come here, and I can see this is probably going to happen this summer.
Oh yeah,
you're going to see some serious. Matter of fact, you may not get out of this month before there be some serious things happen, man. When the Apostle Tahar said that this was a year of prophecy, man, I mean, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai, it has been exactly that. The Lord has not disappointed, man, because it's like every week that goes by, this thing gets closer and closer to utter chaos, which is exactly what we wait for. Get that Isaiah, brother.
All right, this is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed."
Now, we were just listening to a video on the way over here. Uriah. Now we were listening to Lisa Haven. And she was talking about how I forget how many million of people in America are already starving. you know, and that they're having shortages at the bread lines, at the food what do they call them, the food pantries.
Food banks, yeah.
The food banks and the food pantries are being overwhelmed right now, man. So with all that going on, you know, you think you could set something up to where you could give some of these animals and some of this meat away for the people, but that's an unrighteous decree to just slaughter a bunch of animals while you have a population of people that's in need of food.
That's right. I was looking for that.
You know, this man is showing you that he is unfit to rule.
That's
That
right.
he is unfit to be in charge, man.
That's right.
Look at the state of the world. Look at the state of the nations. Look at the state of the people. Go ahead, brother.
This is Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the most like Daniel 9. Yeah, Daniel 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. As the spirit of Esau, his policy, his laws, it's all to do what, man? For craft, man, for wickedness. Because when you read through the company that destroyed the chickens and the eggs, they say, oh, they're looking to give them the chickens to other people, other companies, they don't want to take them. That's bullshit. Who wouldn't want free
hens, man?
Right.
I'll take 10. Come on.
That's madness, man. And
You're right.
And this is Psalm 73. With the milk, they say it was a surplus of milk. They producing too much. Hey, they not the rate that they got signs saying you can only take out 1 gallon per family. All right. If you're doing that, that means it's a shortage. But Esau's causing this shit, man. This is Psalm 73 in verse
They're liars, man.
Verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compels them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. All right, so they're violent men. They want to bring cast. They want this violence to come to the earth, man. They want millions and billions of people to die. It's on the Georgia Guidestones. They're the left-hand side of the world. So want to do the same. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. And that's the bottom line. They don't care about the people at the bottom. All right? They want to get rid of the have-nots. All right? And by violence, they plan on doing that because he is the sword.
And you're exactly right, because you Jakes out there and you heathen were all up in arms about a stimulus. So you got $2,400. Well, they 43,000 millionaires got 1.5 or 1.2 or 1.5
millions.
Yeah. So right. So you gonna give the biggest chunk of money
to the richest
to the
ones.
people who needed the least.
They already got money.
Right. They gave I think it was either 1.2 or 1.5 million went to the millionaires and the multimillionaires.
That's right. And that's the reason why
but the person who lives paycheck to paycheck, right? You know, what was my man who got mad? The Italian dude, my man Vic or Jake, man.
Vic's and Nick.
But it was like, you greedy cocksuckers, you know? The people who need the money didn't get the money, man. All right?
That's right.
That's Esau for you, man. This is Psalms 50. It's referring back to that milk. You know, how they got rid of all that milk and all these lies. This is Psalms 50 and 19. It says, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. So everything that comes out of this man's mouth is a lie, man. Okay? All this is just bringing on that order abkeo, so that people are so broken that they'll just submit to anything that Esau does, man. And I'm going to tell you, all these sheep that are running around, how you driving in your own car with a mask on?
Idiots.
Or you walking down the street, and you're the only one on the street. I look out the window, I see somebody walking down the street with their dog, and they got a mask on, and it's nobody on. You got the whole block to yourself, yo. Why are you walking with a mask on and you all by you gonna contaminate yourself?
That's right.
I might contaminate myself.
I mean, you in your car by your goddamn self.
Right, you in your car by yourself riding with a mask, man. And you know what? The people with that mindset those are the people who are going to run to this to get that
Oh, man.
vaccination
Oh yeah.
and get
And that chip.
that chip,
double
man.
dose.
Yeah.
Hey, Kanye, you know what? Esau telling himself, it was a couple actors and actresses, a couple of them said it. I believe Madonna was one of them. They called the COVID thing, they called it the Great Cleansing. All right, they looking for people to die, man. They looking, like they said, to bring their order out chaos.
Right.
They called it the cleansing because Esau wants death.
This is the purge.
It's it, what they don't know. You're going to see a spike in the numbers if they continue to do this when they force those.
Once those vaccinations hit,
come out.
then you're gonna see people really getting sick because then the sick people are gonna start spreading it for real. Then your numbers are gonna but that's okay because that's just what we're looking forward to. Then you're gonna see who the people of the Lord really are, man. The elect gonna stand up and Yahweh is out. We are among them, man. But you know what? I ain't living anyway. Death will be better than this.
That's right, brother.
They're constantly in pain, constantly broke, constantly under oppression, under oppressive system regime. You know, Shalom, Michael. Yeah, this ain't living, man. This ain't living. I can't sing like Yo Uriah, you know. Hey, but when Marvin Gaye said it, man, he sung that song, man. That was some real shit. But if you would, play some of that video, brother, Bobby Michelle.
Sullivan coming to you from the headwaters of Bitter Creek, Archer County, North Texas. We have to talk. State officials will be assisting to help identify potential alternative markets if a producer is unable to move animals and, if necessary, advise and assist on depopulation and disposal methods.
Pause it right there,
Ladies and
brother.
gentlemen, we are plowing up.
Because it's not just depopulation. Depopulation of the animals means depopulation of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Benji just said it, man. You know, like you said, you think it was Madonna that slipped up and said it.
Oh, it was a slip up. She said
This is a great cleansing. Well, there you go. This is a cleansing, man.
They called it. She was saying like this is the great cleansing. It was a couple of them. They called it the exact same thing, the great cleansing.
Wow.
They want to say this over. Refresh,
Somebody said that, but the refresh too. Yeah. But they expected. Esau was ready to perform his witness, man. He wants that day. Like, we watched that American Horror first season of the Mouth. We had us watch.
Right.
The
last episode of season, what was it, season 7? 8. How many? It was, and then all of season 8.
Yep. And what they show, because that's the Luciferian doctrine. They want to bring the apocalypse just like we want the apocalypse to come, but they doing on the left hand side, man. That's I'm gonna grab this Isaiah 5.
Hey man, that refresh button is reserved for only Yahweh Shai, man. It ain't for you, Esau.
Great equalizer in bathtub ranch.
You got no damn credit for it.
Yeah, and she like 62 years old, getting some 20-year-old Jake Meek.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at him. He get paid. He get paid, right?
This is Isaiah chapter 5, and verse. Warn them before the as they were with the cart rope. And let him his work. The whole one. Know it. That's the spirit of Esau, man. That's the Luciferian doctrine.
That's right. That's on in Wisdom of Solomon. It's the second chapter.
So I was going to assume this is not real milk. It's in a milky bath sprinkled with rose petals. I'm gonna assume she wasn't real milk.
Shit, she probably was.
But she might have been. While people are starving, she's taking a bath of milk. But and then talking about the great equalizer, the dude had to say about the food. Turn it up.
Under vegetable crops from coast to coast. We are euthanizing
We are
millions.
euthanizing
Buddy,
millions.
this is Shad Sullivan coming to you from the headwaters of Bitter Creek, Archer County, North Texas. We have to talk.
We have to talk.
State officials will be assisting to help identify potential alternative markets if a producer is unable to move animals and, if necessary,
advise and
assist
depopulation.
on depopulation.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we are
plowing under vegetable crops
from
coast
to coast.
We are
euthanizing millions of chickens.
We are
aborting sows
and burying feeder pigs. We are
dumping milk by the hundreds of thousands of gallons.
And now they are preparing us to depopulate the fat cattle ready to harvest. Because of a bottleneck created by the effects of COVID.
This thing hasn't been created by COVID,
but the
but the
effects
effects
of COVID and the logistics therein. We are in trouble.
Our
food
food
supply
is
is
in
in
trouble.
And
And I am appealing to producers and consumers across the nation
to
to
start
start
calling.
calling.
Yesterday, the first shipment of imported beef from the country of Namibia hit the shores of the United States of America. And yet this morning they are telling us to prepare to euthanize harvest-ready cattle. Am I the only one that sees a problem in this? It is time we get the American people back to work. It is time we get money flowing. It is time we get food.
Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bash.
Wow. Hey, 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter. Is that 14, 15 verse? Because what he's saying, basically, he's calling for an insurrection. That's what he's saying. And that is exactly what's because you have governors going against the president, House of Representatives are going against mayors going to this, and then you got these Bundy types out here, these militias, these hardcore Bible Belt Edomites, these hardcore militias, these pro First and Second Amendment people, these pro Constitution. And you look at and it's Edom that's getting riled up. I'm waiting for Jake to get riled up. Something's gonna happen. Maybe when these Edomites start, when the killing starts and they start killing Jake, maybe that's what's gonna, make it kick all off. Because when these things start, they're gonna quickly turn racial. It's probably not gonna start off racial, but it's definitely gonna swing that way pretty quickly.
Okay. Well,
absolutely.
I was telling this brother in the car that this whole COVID shit now is like the U.S. is about to turn into the UK. They have a whole different type of crime out there because everybody has that face mask on. So it's like when this thing goes digital, and it's that great separate. It's either you have this, it's gonna lead to that chip. So you have this or you don't. This crime is about to kick up. Like that's a controlled famine. Like this shit's about to just plunge at any minute.
Yeah, right. And look.
That's how they took us down in Jerusalem. They stopped the bread from coming through the walls.
Yeah.
The start of the Masada. The start of the Masada.
There's nothing new under the sun. These things are going to happen again. All right. Esau's going to. You basically using the same tactics, man. Okay. You cut the food supply, the water supply, man. You're starving people out. He's putting up the people in submission, man. Basically.
That's right. And forcing the people to wear this mask, even though they said the mask is no good, but you still need to wear a mask. But this is going to be part of the reason why they're going to have the RFID microchip to be able to identify you.
Yeah, because you're not going to be go to that camera. Not going to be able to identify me like this. All right, I got a face, I got a scarf and gloves on. This is how they want you to walk around. Right?
So,
This is how they want you to walk around.
so now you're a terrorist.
So if you and they tell you can't go in the store unless you like this is crazy because you just right. This is the stick up kids' dream. That, you know, I ain't and you can't see my face, and I'm not leaving no fingerprints, man. So your people gonna be getting hit over the head, stabbed, mugged, shot up. This, and they're demanding that this be done.
They know they do.
So what happens when in the midst of all when the money is getting shorter and shorter, times are getting harder and harder, and you know, and guys are just gonna grab their knives and their pistols, and they gonna start doing what they do.
Remember, Esau has those nigga masks and the nigga gloves.
Right, and on top of that, right, you're right. Right, don't forget about that. Matter of fact, let's not forget about that. Because it'd be easy to go racial because Esau can put on those prosthetic masks that he has. All right, he can put on a prosthetic mask, throw a bandana over it, you know, and go hit up a synagogue or a Catholic church in the Edomite neighborhood or some shit, you know.
It's not just like the last purge movement. They got mad. They wanted Jake to rap, but Jake didn't do it.
They were partying just like they did.
Just like they're doing now.
Jake was still having a damn COVID
Easier,
party.
but the COVID party with 100 people is up in the motherfucking party, and they can't move hardly. Everybody, what's the fun in that?
And then Esau was like, why they not rioting this and that? Then Esau sent his own people to make it seem like Jake was looting rioting.
Right, there it is right there. There's the guy in the mask. And remember, they arrested a man because that mask really did look like that woman's son. All right. So so that image on the screen, they got robbed the bank and they went to a man's house, a so-called Negro, and arrested him. And that mask did look similar to his face. All right. So they have that, and she can show a better one than that, man. Show them like the YouTube video or something when the guy's putting it on and moving around.
If you go on the web, it'll pick it up as World Star. If you look at the research.
Yes, it's all over YouTube. They got plenty of it. So nevertheless, man, you take a mask like that, you know, couple Edomites throw on some masks and you know, and go into a prominent, you go up on the Gold Coast and knock a couple of old Jewish ladies over the head or something, you know, push them down some subway stairs, and then that's all it takes, man. All right, yeah, that's the actual story. Okay, and quite frankly, that don't look like a mask. That looks like a real person.
Hey,
right?
I'm glad you said that, because there was this situation that happened.
There's one right there. That's a really good one. He got the woolly hair and everything, man.
He's coming.
That's chill. You know it's down on me.
Yeah, that's a whole white man right there. That man, that's a very realistic looking mask, man.
That's that Mission Impossible shit.
Right.
They told you they've been had.
So they probably had this technology for a long time. And when you listen to him, when he talks, you're like, yeah, this is a damn Edomite. That definitely ain't Jake.
I remember they made fun of this, and I got the hook up the whole time. He ripped the mask off of him. And it was like, but this is Esau's MO, man. Like the Boston Tea Party, just framing people. This is all he got left, man.
Yeah, it might be him, man. Max running stinky.
That's it. You caught you.
Go ahead, brother. Bring it up.
This is should I get the second Ezra first? Because I have one.
Well, you got one that could get yours and then bring
this
it
is
up.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointing. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And that's Esau. He's the accuser of his brother, man, which is Jacob, man. All right, he's going to use these these masks and all that, and say it was Jake that started everything. And these people are the problem.
Just like he made Jake the face of COVID.
Yeah.
You created this shit in the lab. All of a sudden, Jake's the face of it.
Oh, it's ravishing the
it's
south
just
side
like-
of Chicago.
Which is all lies because the nurse came out and said that the majority of people she's treated that she's seen to die from it was white people and Jewish people, which are the same people.
That's right.
All right, but all of a sudden Jake become the face of it, man.
Yeah. I heard Stevie Mike's talking about that in the park, where it's like they just blindly believe these things, man. Anybody like who's got that face mask on right now is taking that shit, man.
That's the spirit. We said that right before you walked in the door, brother.
It's like they're too far in it, man. And when this shit goes,
They're gonna take that vaccination, and then they're really gonna get COVID and spread it.
That's right.
All right. You got
Right, because
some
through those apps, you can sign up to be pre-enlisted to when they get the vaccine. For some of these codes, because now they're making other people that are scared. They have like these tracking apps through Google, and then basically you can pre-sign up to get vaccinated without them having the vaccine yet. So these are going to be the experiment.
and they already have that vaccine. They just
Oh, they have-
holding on to it.
They got the
They got
patents. They got the patents for it going back for 20, 30 years. This is just a big scam, a slow roll to make them to just sell. They're selling it. Esau loves to sell his lie. He sells his lie with another lie, with another lie, with another lie, which is why he's getting himself into your house of cards is falling down. And with the advent of the internet, like you did a lesson on how the Lord, that was a tactical move by the Heavenly Father, the advent of the internet, because the 100% truth is out here.
God, I just did a video on the internet a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm done.
But that's how the Lord is exposing the lies to the righteous, because the righteous have always sought out the truth. They wanted the truth, even when they didn't know how to do it beforehand. They always wondered about it. All right, and so when the Lord gave them the tools, now what you think we do with these tools? Man, we're decimating Esau and his kingdom, man. That's why he's speeding up his plan. All right, and he's about to fight the Most High too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the other one in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'll start at 15. 14. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right. Hey, we can go. Hold on a second. I want to do a visual over in Haiti. Right now, Haiti COVID protests. It's going on right now. You got government against government, right?
And that man that's coming here, and to be honest with you, I can't wait. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
These are all people that are partaking.
God damn, they
Scary ass. This is new world warfare.
This is basically the lockdown. That's what happened, right? The government, the police were fighting against government officials.
See, but this is what's going on in the world right now. They're just backing you up, You can read that again. That last verse.
This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth not, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Hey, so when that farmer, Mr. Sullivan, said what he said about it's time for us to stand up, we need to get together, and this is what they're talking about, man. When that dude, what's his name, Bundy? Is his name Solomon? No, that was that guy's name. It was Solomon. No. Yeah, so the dude named Bundy. The rancher dude. Yeah. Who came to the aid of the Edomite mom.
Right, Ammon Bundy.
Yeah, there we go, Ammon Bundy, man. These are the type guys that support. You were looking at them on the screen. Those are the type guys that support Ammon Bundy, man. And these guys are ready to go head to head with law enforcement and anyone else. And guess what? A lot of law enforcement are also in your militias. All right? So you better believe it, man. A lot of law enforcement and military are in these militias, man. All right.
Either.
We don't want a police
state. We want a free state. Amen. Amen.
We recognize it. Let's let the investigation place. There was a woman at a park. There was a woman with her children, and she was arrested with her children. Completely inappropriate. That's just the way it is. So let the investigation. Because what will happen is that they'll grind her in the system that's called justice, I guess, until they spit her out, and she's either given up or you guys get your way. That's the way I see it. I've been there. I've been there.
Yes.
Can you trespass on public property?
I mean, we just want to deliver. We just want to deliver.
On public property, how is that even possible? The area was closed. But it's not.
They were damaging property. There was no locks.
And this just showed you how Esau's system is really falling. Here you got these soldiers arguing with the commoners over rules set by the king. If you go back in ancient times, they would have been either beat or killed, and that's it. And people who didn't did this shit, you know what I'm saying? There's just no order right here, and that's what the script is saying. Yeah. And it's going to get worse and worse.
What they're showing you is that their lie IQs are failing them. All right, they couldn't handle the finances. They couldn't handle the debts. They couldn't handle business. And look at the state of America, and look at the state of America with its dealings with the foreign nations, with its foreign dealings. These people have shown you that they're incapable of being leaders, man. And they've shown you that.
That's right. But that's their model, saying that we need them because we can't lead, and we need their help.
Exactly.
And what you've done since you've been leading for 400 to 500 years, you done polluted the earth till I be goddamn. All right, we got more micro fibers and pollution in the air across the planet that is retarded. Even your own scientists say we have to reduce the population because of all the carbon emission. Instead of attacking the major carbon emission producers like vehicles with this gas, when we don't even need a car to run on oil.
They've had technology to run cars on water since the 70s.
That's right.
Because of greed and everything else.
That's
that
right.
Would even be better than electric, man.
Yeah, exactly. But then you want to go ahead on and kill the people. You know what I'm saying? The scripture said that he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good?
Right.
You're killing your own people. You're stupid. You're killing yourself.
It's funny that dude who came up with that technology, he ended up dead shortly thereafter.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they killed.
After the military and everybody came to see him, and you think that he was about to be the next big millionaire and all that. No, that dude, he threatened he threatened the petrodollar. Because what you have to understand, America had a deal with the Saudi Arabians that they would sell all their oil using the American dollar, which is how America became the most wealthiest and most powerful country in the world after World War II, because all the oil was being sold in American currency, right? And all the other nations needed the oil, so all the other nations, including some of the enemies, had to convert their money to the American currency. And this is for the listeners out there. That many of y'all know this. This is for people who are listening and learning. But the Americans had to convert. The other nations had to convert their money over to the petrodollar, which is the American dollar, in order to buy oil and certain services and goods. And that allowed America to throw its weight around and set policy among the other nations. And now that's failing. And one of the main nations that's helping that to come down now, ironically, is the Saudi Arabians. Because the Saudi Arabians are playing a big role in this whole gas issue that we're having right now.
And that's a perfect way to handcuff not only one nation particularly, but the globe, is by this oil price. If they want to, they can shut these cars off the road right now. Just put the prices stupid high to the stupid low. Show how much every time there's a crisis and you see the lines at the gas stations wrapped around the corners. Well, trust and know that hyperinflation is coming to America. All this money they're pushing in here and all this money they keep pumping in, it's only going to keep driving the prices up.
Look at the food in the store.
It's starting to go up.
The food it's been going up, man. And I saw a video about 3 weeks back.
Right.
Where the Apostle Hall had his camera out, he put a video, I believe, on his channel of some woman who was walking around the grocery store,
snapping
snapping over all the prices.
The prices, man. Yeah, she was straight from the hood. She knew everybody. Absolutely, brother.
This Psalm 49:13. It says, "This their way, it's like this their way is their folly, yet their posterity prove their saying." It's a lot. Hey, the way Esau's death, man, looked like this dude built the kingdom on all the bullshit he was doing before. When you look at Rome, it fell in the same fashion, man. Like even when he was saying with the electric cars, that's why you're seeing that only these super rich, the elite of Esau's gonna have all this shit. And like, hey, these regular peon Edomites, they're starting to hurt, man. Now they're complaining.
Yeah, even the middle class.
Yeah. And it's more those are the ones like that bulk majority of that middle of them. That's the ones that's gonna do the rising up out
the
there.
Most damage.
Yeah.
Because they're becoming the have-nots. They're starting to the curses are now starting to fall upon them. Those are going to be the main ones who act up. Those Bucktown, Wicked Park, Wrigleyville, not living like Hoffman Estates, or Highland Park, but yet, not living like them Gold Coast Edomites. And they're going to lose it too.
Yeah.
They're going to lose it too, man.
North side of Chicago is going to be a scary place.
That's that. It already is.
Right there, we took those with the St. Patrick thing. There's certain Edomites that only work the baseball season to even make their money because they run out the garages to bars by Wrigleyville. Them being shut down, that's pretty much going to be those broke Edomite bartenders going to be doing all that protesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't
all
work
those
in the
bars.
winter.
Matter of fact, that means Wrigleyville ain't got no income coming.
No, none.
Because, and you're right, and a lot of those people, they depend on that to live the lifestyle that they live.
The whole year.
So now they got it right because all year long, and even when because the bars in Wrigleyville, man, when the Bulls are playing, when the Bears are playing, when the Cubs and Sox are playing, those bars are booming.
The big L they just took for St. Patrick's with those parades. There's certain people that only work those t-shirts events and do t-shirts
and make enough money to live all year long.
Business, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And me and my brother, we used to do it. We used to work up all these events.
I remember.
And you can live off just on the light hustle that we were doing. You can live off of it sometimes, depending how good it was.
That's how you might operate, right?
A couple of months. And if you're doing this every couple of months, this is how you live it. They have more events that go on at Wrigley too. They have concerts and all kind of shit. All right, and the summer night concert series, they always sell out, and there's a madhouse over there.
Yeah. Oh, I just thought about it, man. That dude used to train with me, man. He must really be struggling right now. Cause he's a J too, man. He might be a J when I think about it. But he used to sell. He made his money. He used to have a ticket business for games and stuff. Now going back about 10 plus years ago, I mean even longer than that, I would say 15 years ago. Going back to when Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu started getting really, really popular, we started becoming mainstream with the tournaments and stuff, and all the whole lifestyle, the t-shirts with all the with the grappling t-shirts and the roll and the heel hook this and all that's basically how he makes his money. He goes to all the tournaments and he sells the gis, he sells the t-shirts, the training trunks, the training tights, all the stuff you wear. That's how he makes his money. Right. And so he was doing that along with the Cubs and the sports thing. Right. Now he got nothing.
He's at home.
Hey, the casinos are getting hit. All right.
The states is losing money for that. The states getting hit for that. That's a lot of tax money.
Yeah.
Casinos, and you remember Chicago for a long time, you couldn't gamble in Chicago. They had to be outside the city limits. They started to do what? They started to bring.
Open it up last year, right?
Yep, the video game. Yep, they started to bring gaming, slot machines and shit to the city. That's a lot of tax money, a lot of taxes off that shit that the state is missing out on, man. And then you got this division of states and Trump. Yeah. Are you talking about you not doing such and such? We ain't gonna fund these states. All right, this shit is going down. I gotta put this up for you. Yes, sir. This is Nahum chapter 3. And I'm bouncing around really. And one, most of the bloody city, it is all full of lies and rivalry. The prey departed not. Hey, this kingdom was built off lies, was built off rivalry. They changed, man. It's a crooked kingdom, man. All right, and he said the prey departed not. Talking about what? Us, we're still in the captivity, man. All right, and not this figurative captivity. No, this is still real life captivity, man. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there was a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there was none end of their corpses. They stumbled upon their corpses.
That's right.
That's what's coming here, man. It's going to be a lot of death, man. Are you going to see tanks, Humvees? They're going to be running dead bodies over. Are you going to turn up, man? And second Ezra says there should be a beta one another. It says friends shall fight like enemies. It's going to, the Lord said in Revelation, thus with violence shall Babylon fall. That spirit of violence is going to run through these streets, man. All right? Race wars, class wars, all right? Regular war invading one another.
Yeah.
It's going down.
People looking for food, resources,
And
entertainment.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, talking about who? Babylon the Great. Who was that? Who wrote the beast, man? America. America's the face of the company. All right?
That's right.
The mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through whoredoms and families through witchcrafts. And who gathered the whole world, man? All right, Esau read them, man. It was the biggest witchcraft, that sleight of hand that they did, man. All right, got that deal with the Saudis, which got the Saudis did what? They convinced the rest of OPEC nations to use the U.S. dollar for all their oil trades, man. And therefore forcing everybody to partake in American debt. All right.
That's right.
So the world got, the elites of these different nations, they got rich off of that. All right. But their nations suffered for it, man.
That's right.
They got to deal with the devil. They got to deal with a debt-based system. So what's coming? Behold, I am against thee, saith the high of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. And I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vow and will set thee as a gazing stock. So now the nations are looking at America for the whore and the devil that it is.
Looking
Man.
at them sideways.
This coronavirus is exposing.
Like it says, they would narrowly look at thee.
That's right.
God. And I'm going to jump to verse 12. Here's the point. All thy strongholds shall be like fig trees with the first ripe figs. If they be shaken, they shall even fall into the mouth of the eater. All right, this kingdom is through, man. You're weak, man. All right, the nations are saying that they're going to invade this place, but you're not going to be that great nation that you once were. But how's that start? Your financial system is through, and you destroy your own people, man. All right, because America, the only thing that's left is war. They need to use these troops. All right, maybe Trump said, he said, we can't let a company like Boeing, we can't let that company crash. You know, and Boeing, when you hear Boeing, you automatically think about their jets. But Boeing is a military company. So what's going to get their numbers back up? War.
This is a good one right here. Trump and coronavirus have exposed America as a declining empire. Time to face the facts.
Right.
It is great.
Wow, I like that because it's true. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. This is Jeremiah 49:20. And it reads, therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely shall they make their habitations desolate. All right, so what you have, all right, is gone from them, and the same things that we're suffering here in America. Is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? So looking on the screen, man, DJ Orange Trump, hey, the wisdom is gone from them, man. All right, it's like I said, look, these people have shown you that they cannot manage what's this, I'm trying to go gave all the men.
Blessings.
No, not the blessings. When he gave them the talents, the water, brother, the talents that they were given, they've ruined them, man.
Well, his
They were
talent
not-
was
they-
to be
they were not-
was a ruling talent.
Con. But just poking fun of it and
Yeah.
using that as an analogy, they've ruined their talents, man. The talents that they didn't go out and increase. They went out and they decreased and they destroyed, man.
That's right.
All right, they decreased and they have destroyed, man.
This is Job 20. Let's see, about is it 21 or is it 22? Right. Right. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that word wicked is actually the laborers, which means the common man. This is part of those riots too.
Hey, Con, when then what you were just watching in Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna happen here in America to Edom, man.
Yeah, they've been storming. They've been going to these different Capitol buildings. I know
Mhm.
they did it in Ohio. They did it in DC, I believe. They rioting, man.
I think it was Kentucky as well.
This right here. Yeah, this is right here.
They're ready, man.
See, Esau think they sent up all his military around this. Like, you got people that been live states in the city, town for years, man. They know the ins and out of it.
Hey, this is
yeah.
Salaki.
No, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh that ye have taken against Babylon, and his purpose that ye have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. All right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's right.
Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, man.
That's right.
All right. And when you think about it, the least of the flock drawing them out, whether it be in the land of Israel or here in America, is the Amalekites that set the policy. So all this chaos is being dictated by them
Behind the scenes.
because they're the head family that rule in the nation of Edom, man.
That's right. That's right. Then that's that. Somebody get that.
So,
get Isaiah
so
40.
all of this failing is basically being done to the flock, man.
That's right.
They're responsible for this.
Isaiah 14. Yeah, this is Job 20 and 23. When he's about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So what is he doing right now? He's totally doing the thorough clampdown. The last step he got to do is to chip, is to enforce it. And these draconian measures that we're going through right now is one power away, one so-called right of taking away another thing that you've given taken away. Okay, damn, now you got to have the mask on. Now you got to have the shot. Okay, now we can't see who you are. Okay, now damn, we need to know who you are.
Put you behind a mask now we can't. And so there you go, brother. They basically, and not to mention all that you're saying, may I add unto it to this, all right, that, damn, now I lost my chain of thought.
But one of the mass, he was talking about the gradualism that they're using.
Oh yeah, the gradualism, right. Now Esau is forced. See, that's why he's making so many mistakes, because of the internet and the information keeps spilling out. All right, because of Psalm 64 and 8. All right, and then the men of the Lord. All right, and Psalm 64 and 8. Those two things working together, man, is devastating to the powers that be. So they're forced to move things a lot faster now. Their gradualism is speeding up, and so it's getting to the point now where Esau and go back to his number one blessing,
Right,
the sword.
Right,
It's just gonna be like, look, well, you know what? I got all the guns, so I make all the rules.
See, because ultimately, when they were like that, when they were just, horns out, you had uprisings. You had, like the movie, what's the movie? The movie that about Nate, Birth of a Nation. You know what I'm saying? You had different uprisings and what's the other word? Insurrections of the slaves. Rebellion.
Oh yeah, there was many slave rebellions.
Right,
Would not stop.
Right.
And a lot of those rebellions, Gad rebelled with them.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what instituted the Willie Lynch letters, because they were Willie Lynch had his shit on lock. And everybody was having so many problems with the rebel. Nichols did for the first good 100 years or so, nothing but rebellions, revolts. When they saw his system, which was pit the light skin versus dark skin, straight hair versus kinky hair, gift destroys the heart. Basically, started giving gifts and favor to certain slaves and fucking them up. Then that turned us against each other, trying to find jockeying for position on the goddamn plantation versus doing what we were doing and revolting, and at least fucking having some semblance of fucking life.
But then ultimately coupling it with, you know what, we're gonna free you. You know, we're gonna be nice, peace. We come as sheep. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they were getting away with their lies and their deceit. All right, they were the anointed cherub that covereth. You know what I'm saying? And
you're free.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Don't leave.
Exactly. Exactly. So, you know, they were ruling with their lies, man, with their deceit. That's why I say it's because of riches got by deceit and, you know, just basically lying. All right, they were ruling. See, but now the truth is rising to the top.
That's right.
You know, because first and foremost, the Lord has rested His Holy Spirit upon His prophets that's telling the truth. So then you have all the prophecies that's happening, and you know all the things that the scriptures say was going to happen is happening, and all the these things are being exposed. His secrecy, his all the secret counsels, and you know the
Esau's false history and everything else. It's controlling the narrative. That's that like I said, between the prophets in Psalm 64 and 8.
That's it.
You know, they getting pounded, man.
All the money and things that they spent, you know, to keep all these things hidden, you know, what they didn't understand and count on was the Holy Spirit and how the Lord dictates the Holy Spirit and rested upon who He wants.
And then the prophecy of the internet.
That's right.
All right. And so now we could get around the issued book that we got, you know, for history.
Yep.
The books that you in your curriculum that were picked and chosen by Amalek, you know, to so that you can control the narrative when you were teaching history.
That's right.
It's Daniel 8, I'm gonna read 24 and 25. It says, "And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully."
So you were made mighty, but not by your own hand. And you had to, because he said he was going to put it in rule over the earth, the bases of men, the Lord, and ruled by the bases of men. And then the prophecy clearly dictate that Esau, Edom, will be ruling when the end came. All right, when the Lord shows up to take back the world, to establish to put all the nations under His foot, to be His footstool. The Edomite nation, the Edomite people, according to biblical prophecy, will be the ruling class people.
It says, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
And he did, and then he covered up the faces of the judges thereof, man. Like he just mentioned, that covering cherub, man.
I wanted to show some of the pictures in this book right here. A picture history of Jewish civilization. If they let me, the mouse, because I think they know I'm about to expose some shit. And now now they fucked us. They cut this. But if you look at that, if I can find one that I can look through it online. The matter of fact, I just
they won't let you pull up any images.
I'm not about to. It's just taking too long just to even click on them. I got the book right here. I can hold it up. And but they all. This is that book, as you see that it's on the screen, and you open it up. Let me get off the share screen. All right. Yeah. This is why the Lord is exposing this shit. This is a picture history of Jewish civilization. The very first picture looks like a so-called Native American Indian. And he has brown and butters. All right. Now you go up a couple next pages. Here's the next set of pictures, and it's looks like Aunt Jemima, girl, and look like a Native American so-called woman, right there.
Those are definitely what Esau referred to as colored people.
That's right.
All right. Blacks and colored people, which I learned today were two different things. I wasn't aware of that when I was reading and learning about. I did on Jim Crow laws, and colored people were basically people who were mixed, had native blood. That was a I was just watching a Family Feud before I left. It was the Stein family against Jacob, and I don't see any of the Steins. Anybody that look like the Steins in these images of ancient Jewish people or ancient Israelite people. All right, those I don't. Yeah, the Steins, no.
Afros and beards.
Yeah, they don't look like the same.
So now, so now I can go on page by page and show some more. But now we see what kind of
you fast forward to the back of the book.
Right. Now we're gonna go to the back of the book, and now we start to see the change. It's some different. I don't know what happened. I guess that I don't know. Wait a minute, hold on.
I can tell you what happened. Job 9 and 24. It says the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
You see a little white splotch over one of the judge? That with the tape? You know what I'm saying? And because where's the famous book? Where's the famous hand?
Is it this one?
I think it's that one.
Okay. I got another preset for you.
I think it's this one. And this icon book. This is go ahead, get your preset while I pull up, brother.
This is First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. It says, "And they laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images."
See, vocab won't talk about this. He always want to talk semantics about shit. Now he's attacking the Lashwa Kandash, and I've been holding my peace so far, but you all probably know I'm going to put a nice little lesson together, more willing through the spirit, because it's some bullshit. If you look at Ben Eliezer, it's too easy. Ben Eliezer Yehuda, he decided to make adaptations back in the 1800s. Vocab, reconcile that. Show me in the scriptures where a man is supposed to say that, oh no, this ain't right. This Hebrew needs to be changed. Show me where that's justified in the word. The Lord said in the scriptures, the word of God is purified 7 times in the fire. Now, if it's purified 7 times in the fire, and that's the word of God, what does words consist of? Letters. What letters consist of? Sounds. Let them tell it. Some sounds and the letter I sound like this.
Salak, how many years high priest are y'all been a true God?
Our brother's been alive.
So you got high priest Arya been studying Hebrew all his life.
Yeah, he was born into it.
He was born into it. A guy speaking Hebrew.
And according to Apostle Sahar, Arya's in his 70s.
In his 70s. All right, so you got a Israelite in his 70s been studying Hebrew all his life, different dialects of Hebrew. Then you got this damn yuppie. All right. This damn yuppie coming along who don't know his elbow from his butthole. They're gonna tell him that it's all wrong. He got no credentials in any type of language in his background, anything. He gonna try to tell priest, high priest Ariel that he's wrong to speak in Hebrew, but he don't got no credentials, no back education, back any type of languages. It just makes no sense. Man.
It's like a mechanic, man. You know what I'm saying? A mechanic know how to work on a car and stuff like that. For sure that don't know nothing about cars and trying to tell them how to do it.
If you tell him say all the characters in Hebrew, he couldn't say it.
Hey, shit, you motherfuckers prove you're not the Khazars. Shit, we don't have to prove we're not Jake anymore. You motherfuckers should try to prove you're not the Khazars, man.
And they can't do it.
Right.
How do you prove you're not Zechariah?
I got another one. And which one of the sons of Ham do the so-called Negroes descend from? Since you always talking about they Hamites and Africans.
Well, they just be mad. They be them we was kings, mad.
Right.
Because they mad because guess what? We were kings. Or we was kings.
That's right. You like that word, kings.
And we gonna be kings again.
That's right. Which one of the sons of Ham do the so-called Negroes come from?
Where's the prophecy at? Where's the prophecy at? If you call them Ham, that means you believe in the Bible. All right, so where's the prophecy at? The Ham is going to this great captivity.
Exactly. Where's that prophecy at?
Right.
And where's the prophecy that it will be done? The Ham will go into captivity, and that it will be done at the hand of Japheth. For you Esau deniers, man.
Well, you
Trying
know,
to make everybody Esau except Esau, man.
well,
I get a clown on my video almost every damn time talking about some Saudi Arabia, some madness like that, man. Ishmael.
well, this is written by Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Those are so-called Edomites, and their tongue doth falleth once against upon themselves.
Damn,
all right.
They constantly grabbing the sword by the wrong end.
Here's the definition of Ham. All right. It says, and as you can see, I hope I see if I can get it clearly. It'll focus in if I can stay still. But it says the
What
youngest
is that giant history book you got that was like mine?
is on the table somewhere. All right. It says the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right. So it says their own researchers, their own researchers say not the Negroes. Okay. What you look for these 3 maps?
Because that shows you the pictures that matches up with what you just read. That's why I was trying to find it. Well, because it'll show you the Hamites and the Canaanites, and then it'll turn around and then it'll show you the Renaissance pictures of the Babylonians is all pale, but yet they show you the ancient Canaanites and Hamites is dark. So they tell them themselves, man.
Like I tried one of we became scoffers. I said, okay. I said, which one? Since you said we Canaanites, what sons of Canaanites
That's right,
we are?
don't worry about it.
Oh, it's just Canaanites that went to sub-Saharan Africa. He couldn't go nowhere else.
Oh yeah, that's that Hamite theory bullshit.
Yeah, I cut his ass.
That's already been destroyed.
He couldn't give me no damn. He couldn't give me no damn answer, and he shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they tried.
Right.
That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. You just don't have the cover anymore. Because mine is even bigger than this one.
Just like one of the,
but
it's
mine is like sits like this high.
So they want to call it things.
But no, right here at the beginning. If you go to the beginning, and you right here. Right, see?
Yeah.
When you go right here, you start reading about it and it's showing it. But all of a sudden, as you go to all of a sudden they go, because they're going to show you Ham, Shem, and Japheth, and they'll give you the breakdown as to what they look like. There it is. Isn't it? Right. You see how it shows you how they were dark? That's what they're showing you. They're showing you that Asia was dark too. If you pay attention, if you can see it, it's showing you that Asia was a dark race of people. And but it's showing you, and so it's showing you by color. Yellow means that they were so-called white. So it's showing you that this white race, this yellow race was right in the middle of Africa. That's the Hamitic theory. They're trying to say that the Canaanites went down to the darker part of Africa, but northern Africa was Edomites. That's that bullshit that they try to come with.
Right.
All right. That's where they're getting that lie from. All right. So when you fast forward to the future, when you get to we know that the Babylonians, but look what they do, and then they show you the descendants of Canaan, right here, Phoenicia, and then but when you fast forward to the future, the Canaanites all of a sudden look at them now. They're making bread. All of a sudden, they're the slaves in Egypt. So they started off dark back here. So a lot of the Hamitic theory comes out of books like this, man. Not forgetting, I have a copy of this map book myself, even a larger version of it. This is why it's hard to use, because you need help to use the book.
Yeah,
That's
you have to
why
lay it down.
I don't use it as much as I'd like to for that reason. But they tell them themselves, hey, I mean, this is a serious book, man.
Yeah, and it's a serious timeline from the beginning.
But you can see they map out the lives.
That's right.
Starting from Babylon.
That's right.
All right, they map out the lives. They show you Mizraim. They show you all the four nations and the Hamitic. But when you look at the beginning, though, they show you the Hamitic nations is dark. But all of a sudden, when they start using that art, they paint them as white, man.
That's right.
They paint them as pale, I should say.
See, and then
all right.
Even they're telling themselves right here, if you got all this land and all this land and all this land and being all dark.
Yeah, they see Australia. What they showing you? Australia is what?
The dark. If all this is dark and all these years, and all these years,
this part, this
right here, and all these lands are all dark, and we're known for what being fruitful and multiplying. We would be the superior and majority, the massive race in the first place. Esau, Edom, he's not even he ain't even fucking, man. Majority of them are fucking
they can't have
lesbians and
then they even show you that they show you that this is Phoenician Hebrew too.
That's right.
They show that they telling themselves right here too. All right, if you can bring that closer to the camera. All right, if you can bring that close to the camera right there, they show you that that's the ancient Phoenician, the actual, and this is Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew.
Yep, right? What Jewish people say, biblical.
They call it biblical Hebrew.
See, now, even right there, that tells you that came first. How would they change anything else, vocab? How would they change it to the Assyrian script? How are they going to change and add vowel points?
Show the cover of that, right? Because it's right there. Anyone, because I actually have that book, but like I said, that's the reason I never use it is for that reason. You need two people.
I'm looking at vocab dark and I don't see no anything on the language.
Yeah, and brothers, free here in Chicago to come over and use these.
Mine sits about this tall.
Library fees, inflation, COVID.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. That's on Illinois.
That's circa 1878. These lies that Esau's been going down.
Yeah, and that's
for
around the
400
time that they created the Hamitic theory. All right, which backfired on them big time, because what they were trying to say is that the sons of those same dark people that built the pyramids, etc., even though they were dark skinned, they were still Edomites. That's what they were trying. That's the Hamitic theory. That the darker Hamites and stuff were sub-Saharan. That those are the so-called Negroes. But that's like what? That's crazy. That means there's a fourth branch of humanity. It didn't say Ham, Shem, Japheth, and then some other people. It makes absolutely no sense.
So they stick with that word sub-Saharan because you think of subhuman.
Subhuman, right? So they say sub-Saharan. Exactly. That's exactly. But the lie backfired, man. Because what they try, because if they're not Hamitic and they're not Shem and they're not Japheth, what the hell are they? So it makes absolutely no sense, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 12:19. The lip of truth shall be established forever.
Ooh.
But a lying tongue is but for a moment. And that's basically what's happening. All right, a truth is going to reign forevermore. All right, and that lying tongue is only but for a moment. All right, and those lies are being destroyed by the power.
Daily,
the power
24/7. That's right, brother. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Shah. Daily, 24/7. Elder Apostle Ramlab did a video this morning where he went in on the Edomite history, the Chronicles You know, he got a new series that he started. And basically, and Salaki, if I didn't say it exactly right the way he worded it, but basically, you know, it's like we've always asked, you know, where the time relics in place, what Esau was destroyed, and accordingly, they were destroyed. You mean you could come up with Holocaust stuff, but you can't come up with a whole race of people,
Right.
you know? So a whole race of people got all exterminated at the same time, and that's not one relic anywhere as to when and where it happened and who did it, man. You know, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. That makes absolutely no sense at all, man. If you had, okay, put on it, just for shits and Googles, Google how many Japanese people there are on the planet. Let's Google it.
It's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Typing for no reason.
They shut us down again?
No, that is taking this sweet time.
Because we put in how many white people, you know you're gonna lie, because they include all kind of people, color and everything else.
No, but we've had the people tell us that we
Yeah,
had
we've had brown
that
skinned
girls
people come over.
came up, they said that, you know. And
They're labeled as white when they come here. You got Indians that are darker than Wesley Snipes talking about they white.
But suppose something numbers make it seem like that.
Yeah.
Majority of people they not. They're minorities. Oh, but you know another thing they want to do is in Google Jews of
all right.
West Africa. Yeah.
So they're saying it's about on average about in 2018. They're saying roughly it's about 126 million or 1.5, almost 127. Let's round it up, 127 million Japanese people. Okay, and it's saying this all right. So if it's 127 million Japanese people, then we could probably assume that going back in the ancient world, it was at least that many or more than that of so-called Edomites, of white people, right? So how are you going to eliminate 126 million people and there be no artifacts, no relics, no skeletons, no bones, no weapons, no ashes, nothing.
I'm gonna give you a scripture.
Nothing. They just disappeared off the face of the earth, man.
I'm gonna give you a scripture.
That is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard, man. The scripture says there's no end to. Oh, you going for it?
Well, no, not that. This is a different one. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. The Lord had millions of Japanese people back in the day. He got millions of Japanese people right now.
Well, there you go, man. And then as Apostle Tahar always quickly states when they mention that madness, man. If the Edomites were eliminated, then what was up with King Herod? His lineage was of Edom.
That's right.
And all the Herodian dynasty was of Edom, so they eliminated all the Edomites except for the Herodian dynasty. They were the only Edomites to right. The Herodian dynasty, and that's in your own information, man. You can't get around that.
First line. The Herodian dynasty was a royal dynasty of Idumean Edomite descent.
So that right there kills the lie that they teach in the seminaries and in the Christian schools, which all Christian churches prescribe to. All right, they all prescribe to that. No matter what they disagree on, they all prescribe in order to get your doctorate to be able to be a pastor in any sort of Christian church. A part of that doctrine, part of what you learn is that the Edomites were eliminated. But yet, in that same information, the Herodian dynasty, which was alive during the life and time of the Lord and the disciples, dealing with the nation of Israel, with the southern kingdom, all right, their ancestry was of Edomites.
After
Supposedly they were destroyed. So there you go, man. And then it's been found out that the Romans themselves, the Greeks themselves, were indeed Edomites. So that means they weren't Japhetic. They weren't the actual Greeks, because the actual Greeks were Japhetic, and the relics and the history proves that.
The Israelites called Romans the red people.
There you go, man. And they were referred to as the red dragon too. All right, they wore those red cloaks. They had red. Matter of fact, in Spartacus, they all had those serpents on their shields, and they were red. All right, because when they marched, all you saw was these red garments, these crimson garments coming at you. And then at night they would be burning fire. And they were the red. They would have the torches. So that was the red dragon. Go ahead, brother.
This is back in Daniel 8, verse 25. It says, and through his policy, and who set up the policy? The last one, we still under Roman rule now.
That's right.
It says
it's the Constitution and all your state and legal documents, not all written in Roman numerals. All right.
It says that he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And that's that witchcraft, man. The buying and selling the nations, and how the brother said that sleight of hand, all these lies, man.
Get that the veil over all the nations.
I got it.
Come.
Okay. He shall magnify himself in his heart. And hey, who's the most powerful? Look at Donald Trump up there. Yeah.
Man, that dude puffs up, man.
Oh yeah.
He think he swung this Lou Ferrigno in his heyday. He just look at that dude. That is the most, and he is the most pathetic specimen of him. You know, he always married really attractive Edomite women, and I ain't mad at him for that, because I would be, because as a woman, I would be afraid that my son would come out looking like this dude, man. Man, someone that looked like him shouldn't even be allowed to procreate, man.
All his kids don't look like he'll look like their mom.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Their moms, all his wives were attractive, and that's what, and his children, their features look long. He got a weak sperm, man, because nobody looks like him.
That's a known joke amongst Khazars and shit. Because that Rabbi Finkelstein brought it out when he was talking shit to the other low-level Edomite. He was like, yeah, we always get the cream of the crop to basically pass that seed off to him, man. Hey, Esau's out here living lavishly, man. This is that man, bro. These prophecies fit him like this is his suit.
That's it.
It says, by peace he shall destroy many. And that was Rome's MO, man. The gifts, all this bullshit. And this is Rome all over again, man. You people are getting this free bread right now.
And they ain't getting free shit, because if America was to go on, who do you think they're gonna make pay for those stimulus checks on the other end?
Yeah.
Not the wealthy, all you working class people and all you middle class people who are now third class citizens.
Right. Well, that money was a loan from the feds. There's debt attached to that money. You're gonna have that money gonna get paid back somehow, some way.
Right.
With interest.
Exactly.
That's right.
So you got 1,200, and you end up paying back 36. By the time it's all over.
You want to be a citizen of this new Rome, you're gonna have to get down with the program, man. Get this
take the chip. That's what they're doing, man. Yeah. All right, because in Psalm 64, Esau did a diligent search, man. They know what's up. This is Genesis 47 and verse 13. There was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and the land of Canaan for the corn which they bought. And Joseph brought the money to Pharaoh's house. And this is what took Egypt to a new level. This is what made Egypt great right here. All right? Chaos came, all right, and they brought order, because they could see it far off. You know, it says in Psalms, same chapter 64, how Esau got that hidden wisdom, man. So this is what they use. And what's the hidden wisdom at? Right here in these scriptures. I'm gonna keep going. Verse 15. And when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? But the money failed. So the money failed. All right, that's what they're doing the cash grab, man. This shit is true, man. Esau
right.
took the silver and the gold. Now they want to take away the dollars, the fiat they gave you, man. It's gonna go what against you? They want to put it in you. They want you, and I'm gonna jump down. That was next after the money failed. What did the people have to offer? This is verse 18. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said unto him, "We will not hide it from my Lord. How that our money is spent, my Lord also hath our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, or our bodies and our lands." And what? They own everything. You go to them for all things. The last thing they don't have is you. That's what Esau wants, man. It says that his belly is as hell, man. You cannot be
Satisfied. That's right. Right. He wants everything. Could not the gatherers gather enough?
That's right.
This is you have more than that?
Yes, there's more.
Go ahead.
Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our verse 19.
Come on.
Wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land, buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate.
That's
and
right.
Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine fell over them, so the land became Pharaoh's. This is how Egypt got great, man. And America got one last move left. All right, that's together the whole world, man.
That's
Under
right.
him, officially.
That's right.
Yep, and you know what? The regular citizens are aware of it, many of them.
That's right.
Because that's all the conversation that Jake and the heathen are having, man. All right, I was in the line waiting to go in the store today, and was listening to people talk, and you just got random people talking about this thing. And then while I'm standing there, one of the brothers rolled up, you know, and so I'm hollering at him, and that's what he talking about, you know. I mean, he get on some bugged out doctrine shit about a whole bunch of other shit, but nevertheless, he understood the fact that they want to put that chip and bring on a digital currency and try to rule and control over the people, man. So this is common knowledge, you know. Get to the front of the line, and the lady announces, and she's not wearing a mask, you know, when she said it. She announces that that she was just letting everybody know that the cash place inside of Walmart is shut down. And she's like, yeah, it's shut down. We can't use it. It's shut down to further notice. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this new world order shit. But she just said it just like that. And I was like, damn, man. Jake,
goes back to that joke.
Yeah, it's shut down. Now, matter of fact, I take that back. That was yesterday when I went. When I went today, it was still shut down. So I don't know. And I know that was the day before yesterday. And today when I went the day before yesterday, and I went again today just go pick up a few things, and it was.
Friday, this is Shad Sullivan coming to you from the headwaters of Bitter Creek.
Jake became basically became serviceman, and that's what you all about to come now. Like slave living, you about to be they refer to as indentured servants. Like now that you have to be. Like you back in back in the day they had those debtors laws, but like if you couldn't pay your debts, you became a slave. You became a indentured servant for like a couple of years.
Indentured servant, yeah.
To work it off, yeah.
You free to go. Yeah, how's Jake living right now, man? They got all this money.
That's how the Edomites were coming over here to America. They were coming over as indentured servants. A lot of them did, and then they worked off their debt, you know, and then became landowners and stuff like that.
This is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. For her judgment reaches into heaven and lifted up even to the skies. And this is the state of Babylon. It's fallen. It's in a state of falling. They're trying to set it up, but even in their setting it up, they're doing a horrible job, you know. And this causing more. They're being disappointed. Like what's the scripture say? He disappointed them.
Disappointed, right? They're losing control. All right, they're losing control of their own chaos.
And I just love the analogy of Babylon being healed, you know, financially, but also with this coronavirus is sick. It shows you how sick America really is. America is really on life support, bro, because it was already on it. Now you got a good reason to blame it on the COVID, but also introduce all these draconian social measures They're just fucking rule. I mean, it's mean.
And it's got these people on edge. And these Edomites are ready to uprise right now, man.
That's right. You can't go to the beach.
Because you destroy, hey, don't and think about them Floridians, man. The beach is their life. That's what they do. That's a normal part of their everyday life, man. They go walk on the beach. They go have picnics on the beach. They fuck on the beach. They do all kind of. They just hang out on the beach, man. That's a normal thing for people in Florida.
Yeah.
People work on it.
And then there's a lot of jobs related to the fact that people go to the beach so much.
Shit, the big end is Navy Pier. You know, we're here in Chicago with all the different beaches we have here, but it's 75 degrees today.
Well,
motherfuckers sitting like
you go
hoop.
God, you go to Florida, anywhere up and down. I mean, it's a coastal state, so any store you go into, all the retailers sell what? Flip flops, towels, swimwear. So, you know, the sun hats and the sun umbrellas, everything's revolved around that. Because why? You are a coastal state, which was all beach.
Yeah.
And it's 80 degrees in that state probably about 80% of the year.
Some of those
So what?
Those houses that they rent by the beachfront,
They hold
those are Airbnbs, right? These are people not seeing residual income come in. Beachfront houses where the owners have moved out and they Airbnb, money down the toilet, man.
Yep.
Those beachfront businesses, the boardwalks, and those people that work for. That's why in Haiti, in different parts of South America, man, you have these people basically doing this commerce and contraband, because to them, every day is a day of commerce. They have to live and eat by the bread that they make every day.
Exactly.
And Esau's coming with these laws, man, coming and enforcing them like a dog, man. That's why you had those Egyptians going at it. What was it like? What? There was a lady with kids at the park that y'all arrested him. Some trans, you know?
Job 5:12. It says he disappointed the vices of the crafty. This shit's gonna backfire, man. Hey, it says so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Hey, because Esau knows, man, this guy can't feed these people. Really, hey, the famines are coming. You can't feed these people.
Your army divided, gonna have police and fighting against the military people within the military fighting. You know, like I said, militia is gonna go haywire.
Yeah, and that's what we just witnessed. We were watching that video in Haiti. Right. Those were police officers fighting against government officials, man.
What did Texas say? All those people in Texas say they ain't taking the chip. That's gonna be like big. Well, the whole America gonna be like Vietnam.
I had a
spot right there, man.
Come on, brother. I had a Polish chick tell me just a couple days ago she would die before she take that chip.
Right, because Christians know that that's a mark of the beast.
She was like, they're not gonna. She said, I'm not gonna they can't put that vaccination in me. It will probably kill me. I don't know what's in that. I'm not gonna take that vaccination. She said, I'd rather die first. Because you take that vaccination, you probably will die.
Right. Slowly and painful.
Yeah, a lot of people that's when the disease is really gonna hit hard. So when they give you that vaccination, a lot of people are gonna get sick, start spreading stuff for real, and then we don't know the effects between the chemtrails that they drop on us. I believe that's why my sinuses are always messed up. And I've never had a sinus issue ever in my life until these last couple of years. And then so between the chemtrail spraying, that vaccination, and when they turn on that 5G, it's a wrap, man. It's a wrap.
There's prison riots and protests around the world from March 10th to April 15th.
Wow.
And those are different riots and protests over this COVID shit across the planet. Lord, what do I say? What would I already be kindled? It's already, this is weird.
Wow.
And they're not, the news is only giving you what they want you to get, which is an inundation of the programming. That's why they call it TV programs. Program is that simple to program you to that is really bad. Well, they're going to open up in Ohio, planning on starting May 1st. But in the meantime, 5,200 new cases of the virus that just came and 1,500 more deaths. It's like they're pulling.
Why are so many, all the red spots are in Europe and in Africa and South America, but you got one little dot in America. And one little mixed spot right there looks like Guatemala.
Yeah, where's
the bottom part of Mexico there. But
and it was way more here than
exactly.
Yeah. which they just.
But you know what? Then
undermined
again,
that.
the flip side is that Americans are docile. Like I said, they always bending over, you know, for Esau to take it. Whereas the other nations, they riot when you
oppress them.
Yeah, when you oppress them.
Yeah.
The Americans are too dumbed down through the food and the drugs and the chemtrailing, man.
That's right.
Too docile.
That's right. And the gift that destroys the heart. A lot of motherfuckers, they stay so used to that lifestyle and that handout and how, you know, things are. They'll rather defer for that versus you know, well, let me go head on and stand up against them, which means I might be against their system, which means I don't know when I'm gonna get my next paycheck. I don't know when next time I'm gonna eat. No, okay, fuck it. You know, so they got that. That's because they don't trust in the Heavenly Father.
They don't trust in the Heavenly Father, man. They depend on Egypt for help, man. They believe in their oppressor, man.
That's right.
Just like you know, guy that came up with me. You know, when I started telling him this stuff well over 10 years ago, he's like, man, this white man ain't gonna let this system fail, man. He love his money too much, man. He ain't go. This place ain't gonna never go down. That's what he said.
Right, because people left lands and all this. Like, there's people. I know that people from different parts of the world that came here and basically are participants in Esau's system, where they became naturalized citizens, where they're fully dependent. They came here whether they were sickly and their home country came here and sought to be put on the welfare system as well, are 100% dependent on the system, and that's our people. Those are the people that are going to have to take the chip. They're the people that needed that $1,200 stimulus right away, because Esau created this system because he knows you know, and that's why he's going to crush it, because at the end of the day, he knows that some people, it's not even going to be an option, you know, like Social Security recipients, right, that don't have any other source of income, all right, and then like the other has said, you're going to have these clashes between the Egyptians, because you have, like in Texas is not going to receive the mark of the beast, because the Christians are privy to the fact that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, you know. But at the end of the day, this is just like, you know, like the culmination of those things, man.
Right.
This is this is Isaiah 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they will fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." You know, like that called for it earlier, because now you're going to see these people going at each other. You're going to have that division, you know, amongst the kingdom, which is going to cause even the USA's what was it? United we stand, divided we fall.
Yeah.
Well, this country right before this pandemic couldn't have been any more divided, because you had the people that were upset over the results of the so-called impeachment. All right, so these people are nowhere near united, man.
Yeah, right. And they showing you these people stand up and fight with over there in Italy, man. They were actually fighting with the police in the street, man. And some of the police were actually fighting against the government over there too, man. And then we know that shit in Paris of Neville, that's been going on for about a year and a half now, man. It hasn't stopped yet, man. Paris is still a mess. All right, that's just because they're not putting it in the news anymore. All right, because Esau had bigger fish to fry. He already fucked up Paris. He's moving on to other shit.
Right, that's old world debt, man. Greece, France, that's old world debt, man. Those economies. That's why, as long as they were all partakers, everybody's cool. America was buying up French products, man, consuming their cuisine, everything. You went to that's what fucked up Italy.
That's a lot of stones. Go back to that picture, man.
They basically said that they knew this would happen to Italy because Italy's open tourism. You have Chinese people walking up and down Italy, so you knew that was going to happen, man.
God.
That was by design. That's what they consider the old world, that old world cuisine. They sell you that thought that the different food cultures and stuff. They have all them people go to that Italian food, the pasta, the origins, all of that old world, the French cuisine, all that, man.
Yeah, that's a wrap, man. I'm just looking at the size of these stones that these people were actually hurling back and forth at each other, man. What I'm looking at, these people died, man. That's, I imagine a lot of those stones got blood all over them, man.
And blood in the streets.
I got this.
You know, go ahead, brother.
This Mark, Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
And that's the nation of Edom, and that's as you can see, that's what's going on the screen. Yeah, that's in New Delhi, right? So basically, these riots broke out all over the globe, man. And how long do you think before they break out here in America, man? All right, and when it breaks out here, they're not gonna be. Well, you might see a few stones, but in America, people got guns, man. This is the most heavily armed place. The most heavily armed place on the planet, man, is America, man.
Pushing like all these social apps. Like I follow a lot of things on Instagram. They put your, like, I guess you could say, heavily liked interests. Like, you know, they give you all these recommended things, and all they show you is just like Esau's buying up these guns, prepping and shit. Like, there's a lot of money being put into the like, people are buying this survival gear, all this tactical shit. You know what I mean? Like, everything you need to survive.
Oh yeah, but that's been like the last 4 or 5 years. The tactical stuff has been hot, the food, the prepping, and all that sort of thing, man. And now more so than ever, this last like 6 months or so, man. They said they cleaned off the shelves a lot of these gun stores and stuff, man. So why Jake and all you heathens were running out there trying to buy toilet tissue? You know, Esau was buying
flat screen TV.
Right, Esau was buying. Look at it, he's sharpening knives. Esau was buying guns and bullets, man. All right.
He has to fight. Now he's pushed to fight. When Esau rebels, that's when you know it's like the beginning of the end. Because these guys have been living in this decadence for so long. You got Joe the Edomite at his job. You know, he's used to that free Starbucks and free bagel at work. You know, the kosher parking. Like, you know, this is what they're investing in. They don't want to lose this shit. But you know what? What's sad is they know that they can't survive this hyperinflation, man.
Can I read the next verse?
Yeah, go ahead, brother. We're going to get ready to wrap it up.
It said, if Satan rises against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end.
This is it for him, man. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end, man, for us. Hey, because when this kingdom goes down, our kingdom comes, man. And this kingdom is going down.
Man, these motherfuckers cannot wait to shoot those pistols at real people. They can't wait. If they haven't done it already, they can't wait.
Because they gonna shoot down Jake, and if you not what they cause, man, they gonna shoot down Esau too and have no problem, man.
That's right.
Especially if you're an Edomite that shows any compassion for Jake.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna treat you just like you a nigga or a spigot.
And they put faith. The Lord said they're the God. You know, they put their faith in forces, man. They love the God of their weapon, their sword. That's who they are.
I like that cartoon with that Edomite loves my gun. Right, you know we have that saying that they love their guns more than they women. They'll give up their wives before they give up their guns, man. You best believe.
This Isaiah 36 and 6. It says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff, against broken region on Egypt, wherein if a man lean, it will go in his hand,
that's right,
and pierce it. So was Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and all that trust in him." And who was the last Pharaoh? Esau, man. This is his last hurrah with this RFID chip, man. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, hey, when Esau usurped when Amalek usurped all you lower Edomites the first time, when he basically came out with that emancipating that wealth, you know, from the south to the north. That's what's gonna happen again, man. Like, hey, Esau's gonna come out with this chip. Still gonna be rolling out with Edomites, man. But hey, this is it, man. These people Esau's mad he didn't